Today I'm going to show you how to do an Inventor drawing. And if you notice, I have this title block template open in front of me. And you can find the title block template in your Notes and Resources section of Blackboard under General Student Resources. You'll be using this for all of your Inventor drawings. So you can find that and open it up in Inventor. And then after that, I would save it quickly to your user drive before you do anything. That way you'll always have a fresh title block template when you start your drawings. So these drawings are based off of actual parts. So what I need to do is I need to go to Base, and I'm going to search through my files here and find my first puzzle piece. So I'm going to hit Open, and you'll notice that the mouse gives you the little move arrow, so I want to move it into the bottom left position. Notice how I haven't clicked OK yet. Then if I slide the mouse up slightly, you'll notice that the icon changes to a little picture box. I click and drag up for the top view, then come back to the front and drag over to the right for the side view. Once those three things are placed, then I can hit OK. Notice how the picture turns into an outline. That's what you want. Now, what we need to do with this is we need to put measurements on it. So I'm going to go up to Annotate. And for this first one, I'm going to use Baseline. And Baseline gives me all of the dimensions. So I'm going to click on Baseline. And I want to do my horizontals first. So if I roll over this, the line turns red. So I'm going to click on that. I'll click on the next line and notice how I'm working from top to bottom. Then I bring it over here to the right click, and I hit Continue. Now when I hit Continue, I get some measurements. Notice how the lines turn perforated. So I left click, and then I right click and I hit Create. And so I get these nice dimension lines with the actual dimensions. Next, I'm going to go back to Baseline, and then I'm going to do my verticals the same way. So click from left to right, all of my verticals. Bring this up now. Right click, Continue, and notice how I get my verticals. Left click, and then Create. Make sure you hit Create so that you can get everything that you need to stay in the picture. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing with my top view. So I'm going to click here, here, and here. Bring it out, right click, Continue, and notice how I get these dimensions also. Now, wait till the line turns dotted, left click, right click, and Create. Okay, so I've got my heights, I've got my widths, and I also have the depths of my shape. So in this case, I don't need to do anything with the side view because I already have all of my dimensions here, here, and here. Next step is to get an ISO view of this. So I go back to Place Views. I'm going to go to Base again and find my file again, Puzzle Part 1. Hit Open, and this time I'm going to bring it up here for my ISO view. Then if I click over here, it gives me some choices that I can run through. If I click on these particular choices, I can change the view cube to however I want. And in this case, I'm going to click the Home button so I get an isometric view. Now your isometric view should be colored. So I move over here and I click Shaded. That way it'll show up as the color that I want. And then I hit OK. So once your drawing looks like this, it's almost complete. Now the last thing you have to do is fill in the title block. So down here, title, name, date, and so on. So Come over here to where it says Wilmington, and there's the little plus sign. Drops out field text. I'm going to double click field text, and I'm going to put in the drawing title. In this case, it's puzzle piece orange, first name and last name. So I'll type in my first name and last name, and scale is fine 1:1, and then it's not letting me have the option of changing the creation date. So we'll just leave that one alone for now. Okay. Also, you notice it records your file path right here, so I can see exactly where it comes from and make sure that that's your own version of your puzzle piece in your drawing. That's how you do a drawing. Once I'm done, I can click Save As, and I want to save this not as title block template. I'll save this as puzzle piece orange drawing. So again, call it something that you are familiar with.